Okay, so I'm back and ready to tackle Gehenna. Um, so I did a couple things off stream. First of all, I realized that I had mentioned last time reverse genociding nurses as one of the things I wanted to do. Um, so that takes a long time. It's not terribly interesting. So I did that off stream last time I played. I went from about 150 HP to 245. So basically gained 100 HP using one cursed scroll of genocide. The second thing I did is I went back and I traded all my scrolls of magic mapping for a spellbook of magic mapping. I realized with a 23 wisdom, I'd be able to cast magic mapping without any problem. So that's going to be my strategy for dealing with Gehenna will be mapping with my spell of magic mapping. I should make this pretty quick, pretty easy to deal with. I just need to take off my shield of reflection, and we should be able to cast magic mapping without any problem. So there we go. Map coalesces in your mind, and the staircase is not too far away. So let's put that shield back on, and we'll keep going. There's a 4 over there. We'll see what it is in a minute. My lantern is on. Yeah, it is. So nothing to worry about there. I am looking for a few things here. I think more wands of teleportation are always good. It's a purple worm. I could try and tame it, I suppose. I don't think I have a means to do that right now. So we'll just try and kill it. With the ring of free action, you're not likely to have any problem with purple worms. So that obviously it didn't like your taste message refers to the ring of free action, making it harder for them to swallow you. I think my lantern may have gone out. Let's see. Yeah. So I have to decide how much I want to actually explore. I probably don't need to be honest. As I said, some wands of teleportation would be great. Wands of death are going to be necessary. I use a wand of striking. We don't really care about that. Grab some opals. Grab these gems. Is there anything else? No. I think there's a touchstone. I think I might have left the touchstone back in my stash. No big deal. So let's put this in my bag of holding. Yeah, so this is going to be way easier with the spell of magic mapping than it would be otherwise. Another easy level. The two staircases are very close to each other, so that helps. That's probably just an opera cloak. Okay. If you don't know what that could be, let's see. So armor, we know magic resistance. We know elven cloak. So it could be displacement. It's not oilskin because we found one of those. Could be any of the other ones. It could be displacement. I think we're sticking with our robe. We already enchanted it up. It has 2 base AC. It's got magic cancellation, and it helps us cast our spells. So we'll move on. Okay, so here we are at the Jubilex's lair. He'll probably, if he gets woken up, teleport right next to us. He's right there. It misses. Actually, probably just some sort of a missile weapon. We can, let's double check. We have a Blessed Unicorn Horn. We have a Wand of Digging with 5 charges. So this was actually, I think, nerfed in 3.7, but in 3.6, which we're playing, you can still zap a Wand of Digging from inside a Jubilex and bring it down to 1 hit point. So it should be pretty easy to take care of. I think I will put Levitation on. Might as well map this area. So let's remove, not remove. Let's take off our shield. Let's zap. Do some magic mapping just so we map this level. Looks like we can see a Minotaur over there. Actually, there's one on this island as well. Let's take off Slow Digestion. Let's put on Levitation. And let's wear our shield. Let's take a quick look around. So we have a soldier there. Another soldier, Succubus. Minotaur there. They hit hard, obviously. Yeah, so not too worried. I think we can take our towel off. And we'll start heading over. Just kind of curious to see how much damage we take from Minotaur. Taking a quick look down there, nothing in particular. 211 gold pieces. Sure. Pick it up. All right, let's head toward the downstairs. Nothing there. Anti-magic field. Some gold. We're not going to worry about it. Okay, so we're levitating. My dagger rusts. I have a dagger? That's what that said, right? The dagger rusts, not our dagger. Okay. So someone threw a dagger at us. It fell in the water and rusted. Are these anything interesting? Juice we don't care about. Oil we don't really care about. So we can leave that. All right, let's go take care of Jubilex and we'll move on to the next level. Gain ability. We actually don't care about that right now. Restore ability. I think we're okay without that as well. We're wearing free action, so we're not worried about this gelatinous cube at all. They're a good source of resistances. We don't need it. We have all the resistances we need, but it would be a decent way to pick up some resistances we are missing. Is that a green pudding? Oh, shoot. Deathly sick. All right. I didn't. So we're fine. We're going to zap digging and we will go ahead and kill it. And we're going to apply our unicorn horn and we're cured. And then this is what I was trying to look at. Yeah, it is a green slime. I think we'll avoid it. We do have 1 charge in our Wand of Fire, but no reason to waste that charge. So we'll just go ahead and leave that green pudding behind. Green puddings are a source of insta-death, so they can slime you, and you can hit yourself with a source of fire to cure yourself, which is one reason to always have a Wand of Fire with you. So here's a Minotaur. I mean, just out of curiosity, let's see. Wait, no problem, actually. We were able to... It was trapped, which may actually have reduced its to-hit chance. I'm not sure. I sort of want that Wand of Digging, but, you know, I think we have plenty. I could also dig down just to save myself some time, but I think we're okay to go ahead and, after mapping these levels, we can just find our way from one place to the other. Okay, so we have a 72% chance of failing. So let's remove, or rather take off our shield. And then we'll be able to cast magic mapping. And again, very close to the downstair. We're weak, so let's go ahead and eat. Let's eat this food ration. And I think part of the reason we're weak is we're casting spells, and partially we've taken off our ring of slow digestion in favor of levitation. So let's put that back on. And we'll put the coins in our bag. And we have our pickaxe. Yes, let's adjust that. I like my pickaxe to be letter P. And we'll dig over toward the downstair. And we'll wield our frostbrand again. What's this? Another Minotaur. We'll see if it's a fairer fight here. Yeah, it did about 12 points of damage to us. I think we're okay. Yeah, no problem. So it feels good to be able to melee a Minotaur. I think that's a good indication that your AC is in good place. Let's keep going. Again, I think I already... Yeah, I think I still have my shield off too. Let's go ahead and magic map. A little bit further away, but not too bad. And is my... Yeah, I think my lamp is off, so let's turn that back on. We'll dig our way toward the staircase there. There we go. Wield our frostbrand again. So we hit a magic trap. Kind of annoying. We can use our unicorn horn. Kill the wood nymph before it steals something important. Gelatinous cube. Gelatinous cube can't paralyze us with our ring of reaction, so we're good there. I think the downstairs right under this boulder. No, it's a mimic. Yeah, so there it is. Let me drop it over here. And I'm going to dig this way. All right. Wear my shield again. Sergeant. Nothing terribly interesting. I never figured out whether soldiers are ever generated with enchanted armor. It seemed like probably not. Okay. So that 4 over there is probably another Minotaur. This is one of those annoying levels where you do need to walk around. So all the central stairs is surrounded by undiggable walls. So we'll pick a way to go. I think we'll go up and over and around that way. Okay. So we'll go this way. We'll start digging this way. Yeah, we don't really, we left all our gold in our stash. I was thinking, trying to decide whether we might be able to buy protection from the Priest of Moloch on the way back through the Valley of the Dead, but seems unlikely. A bunch of stuff here, huh? Dig through that boulder. Lurker above. So I think this is a Stefan's ghost. So this is Bones level. So somebody died to the Demon Prince here. I'm trying to remember which one it is. I think it's the one that has a powerful cold attack. So if you don't have resistance to cold, you can find yourself in some good amount of trouble. Actually, I can probably just put my towel on and take a look. So it is, yep, Asmodeus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Asmodeus. Yeah, so he's not terribly difficult, but he has a cold attack that will do a lot of damage if you do not have resistance to cold. Oh, nice. The boulder filled a pit. So we're going to dig our way over to this column, and then we'll go down to the stairs. Or sorry, to the door to the stairs. Anything there? No, just ring mail. So we'll go over, we'll go down, and we'll Frostbrand again. Let's use Firebrand against this vampire. A Merilith, okay. We are resistant to sleep, so not a big deal. Wand, a scroll of teleportation, a wand of sleep, okay. Bone Devil. My pack shakes violently. It's one of those scary messages you get from magic traps. Doesn't actually do anything. Anything else in my inventory that might get destroyed by that sphere of fire? Nope. Pit Fiend. Sometimes Pit Fiends have Wands of Death. No. Oh, sorry, not Pit Fiends. It's the other one. Let's see. It's a Vampire Lord. It looks like vampires are not immune to cold. Remove curse. We should probably pick that up. It turns out we actually don't have the spell remove curse, even though it's the special spell of the priest. We didn't start with that spell book. If we did find the spell book, then we would no longer need another magic trap. Yeah, if we can find a spell book, then we'll no longer need all of these scrolls. There's a hidden door. We're still blind. Okay. I wonder if Asmodeus is immune to cold as well. Take a quick look. Actually, maybe we can find the pronunciation guide too. He is resistant to both fire and cold, so it doesn't matter which sword I use. How do you pronounce? Asmodeus, probably, huh? Oh, Asmodeus. Okay. Not what I would have guessed. We'll go with that. Asmodeus. I'm going to forget. Is the secret door not on this side? There it is. Yeah, so Asmodeus is annoying because we're going to have to lure him back to the upstairs, which means going back through all those, that entire area, past those magic traps. Cursed apron. Flail. Oh, a wand of fire. That was Asmodeus. I'd like that one to fire, but he'll probably use up all the charges. Yeah, so we need to lure him back to the upstairs, which we'll do as quickly as we can. Fortunately, we have to go through this magic trap. I don't think there's any way around that. 2 magic traps, really? Right, is that a magic trap or is that a anti-magic field? Okay, so just 1 magic trap. If we get lucky, we might be able to kill him before we have to go all the way back to the stairs, but... All right, go back up here. Back over here. So here's the frost spell. It does tons of damage. If you're not prepared, you don't have cold resistance, you can find yourself in a lot of trouble. All right, so there's the stairs. It's a matter of getting there before him. So like in this situation, if we can, no. All right, there he is. So now we should be able to, no. Let's get a knight's move away from the stairs here. Hopefully he'll appear on the other side. We can jump over here. All right, so now we're on the stairs. So now we can take care of Asmodeus without any issues. I think he's used up all the charges on that wand of fire. Okay, we're done. Wand of cold, wand of fire. You can pick the wand of fire up. I think it's probably out of charges, but at some point we will go ahead and identify that. Have to walk through that magic trap again. That's the worst one. It blinds you and surrounds you with creatures. You feel wrinkled. You should probably see, what it is we're dealing with here. All right. So that you feel wrinkled was me being regurgitated by the purple worm into the magic trap. All right, we're done. Let's move on. Next few levels should be a lot easier. Take off our shield and we'll zap magic mapping. Where is, oh, it's right there. Easy enough. That's a very easy level. Okay, so here's another, I think this is a Beelzebub. Let's see, put my towel on. Look. Yeah, Beelzebub. So actually being blind is really good against this demon prince. They have a stunning gaze. That's sort of the most dangerous thing about them. So I'll go ahead and dig a passage straight to that door and make it easier for us to get over there. We got a gray unicorn. I am going to need to keep my eye out for the stairs up to Vlad's lair. Magic mapping should reveal that. Okay. Let me remove my towel just for a minute here. Right. Scare monster. A blessed scroll of scare monster. Nice. So now it's just a scroll of scare monster. We'll put that in our bag. Another magic trap right in a place we can't avoid. Very annoying. Gonna slow us down a bit. A cursed spherical amulet. It's probably bad. Just looking. Not identified it. We don't really know which one is life-saving. Another bones file, huh? Speaking of which, I never found the... I don't remember dying on this level. So theoretically, that's my ghost, but I do not remember dying on this level. If I did, it was a long time ago. Unless there's another guaranteed source, a ghost that I don't recall. Like you find ghosts of yourself in graveyards. So if this were considered a graveyard level, it might just be a spawned ghost of myself. There it is. This is Beelzebub, so let's go ahead and put our towel back on. So you don't start to get stunned. And there he is. Okay. So again, we need to get back to the stairs. We have to go through that magic trap again. And we'll see. No, nothing. No effect. Some sort of scroll. Don't know which one it is. So there's Beelzebub. Keep moving, see if we can get back there before him. All right. We got stuck between the Barb Devil and the Demon Prince. All right, so now I think we can get there. Okay. Done. Take off the towel. Teleportation, invisibility. Food detection. All right. I wasn't wearing my shield of reflection. That's going to be a danger of removing it and trying to put it back on each level. Oh, what do we got here? 3 Hezrau. Let's cast Magic Mapping. Let's wear our Shield of Reflection. We'll freeze them with our Frostbrand. All right. Dig our way over there. Oh, it's a chameleon with a cursed ring of adornment. There's a minotaur down there. Oh, it's Ned, not even a minotaur. Owlbear. It's a vampire or steam vortex. Okay. All right. Keep on going. All right, so this one's pretty far. I think we dig our path directly toward it. This should be right about here. Carnivorous ape. We're still blind. I think. Remove the towel. Is that 2 minotaurs? Mm-hmm. Definitely don't want to fight 2 at once. The other one is not engaging with us right now. So I think we're fine. Yeah, feel very happy about where we're at in terms of our ability to. Oh, energy vortex, annoying. So there's a moment when you get discharged or discharged from an energy vortex where it can destroy your rings and wands. I think it's actually worse in 3.7 in some way. Just to be extra careful here, put everything except for the one under cancellation, everything we care about into our bag for a minute here. And deal with this energy vortex. All right, no problem. Probably a little over cautious there, but free action, we want slow digestion, and we want a wand of fire in our inventory, a wand of teleportation in our inventory. Should do it. All right, keep going here. Sleep ray. Storm giant. never done pudding farming. I know they used to be very abused. So they changed some things about how puddings work. A blessed tiger eye ring. We could probably take a look and guess what that might be. We'll go ahead and identify it once we collect a few more things. All right. All right, so there are 2 upstairs here. So the second one is likely to be stairs up to Vlad's layer. So we'll want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and annotate this level. We'll call it Vlad right middle. So we can keep those straight. Vlad is a little bit concerning in that we don't have resistance to level journey. And he's fast enough that he can drain a couple levels in a row before we have a chance to kill him. So what I can do is try and paralyze him. I believe we have 3 potions of paralysis, so you can wield them with your ring of free action. You can use it as a melee weapon. And we can paralyze him, which makes the fight a lot easier. So I think there's a guaranteed amulet of life saving on this level, which we can use to identify it. There is also boots of water walking, which I don't think we care about at this point. It can be an easy way to make a lot of water. You can dip into a moat with the boots of water walking and safely blank potions and scrolls. But with our wand of cancellation, we don't really need that. And we have levitation instead of water walking. All right, so yellow dragon. Acid can always do damage to you. Very rare to have resistance to acid. There's the apron. We actually saw an apron, a cursed apron, a couple floors ago. It's not. The apron's good source of early poison resistance if you need it. But the other cloaks are generally better. All right, go to the next level here. So the middle level has both an amulet of life saving and an amulet of strangulation. So we'll take a look in the chests and see if we can figure out which is which. There's a cursed spherical amulet. The fact that it's cursed means it's probably we have two of them too. So that's most likely the amulet of strangulation. And there's a circular amulet. Do not have identify right now. All we can do is we'll put the circular amulet on. Assuming it doesn't strangle us, that would be life-saving. And the other one, strangulation. You drop those. I need to be extra careful that I don't accidentally remove my shield of reflection and forget to put it back on. Because I'll end up wasting my amulet of life saving to Black Dragon or something. All right, let's take out my potions of paralysis. We'll wield one of them. If I wield all three, I think I'm going to break all three. I'm actually not sure about that. Let's put two of them away so we don't break them all. And then if I take them, oh, if I take them out, they'll probably stack again. I'm really not sure how it will deal with that. So I'm not sure what the chance is for paralysis to work. It might rely on the monster's magic resistance, and I think Vlad has very good magic resistance. It's 80. I've done this before, so I know it can work. So let's go and give it a try. You stiffen momentarily. Let me double check what his resistances are. Just sleep and poison. So we can wield Frostbrand here. And it seems like he is paralyzed, which is great. So we could get a few hits here. There he went back to the stairs. Let's take out another potion of paralysis, and oh, there he is. We'll wield it. And we need to get to the stairs. Okay. All right, so we stiffen momentarily. We wield the Frostbrand. And we're going to do as much damage as we can to him before there he goes. Vlad the Impaler's body crumbles into dust. And there's the candelabrum. So we have two of the three things we need to invoke the ritual. I think we have 7 candles, which we can attach to the candelabrum if we apply candelabrum. If we apply the candles, maybe. Yes. Okay. So now we have 7 candles attached to the candelabrum and the bell of opening. So we can leave this area. And we're going to keep going further down Gehenna. Okay, so from here, another Minotaur, huh? Yeah, I feel like we're There's a cockatrice. I think we'll leave it. There's some chance we could bring the corpse with us down to the sanctum, which would be useful. An opera cloak. That's a Hawaiian shirt. All right, so we need to dig down here. A robe, okay. Keep going. Right, briefly take off our shield, cast magic mapping, and we'll wield the shield. We may want to enhance our divination just for things like, well, it might make it easier to cast. So we have basic right now. Can enhance it. Let's go into it. Out of curiosity. Still 45% chance of failing with our shield on. So here we are at Orcus Town. Bunch of shades here. But with free action, they shouldn't be too much trouble. We have a Wand of Speed Monster in our bag of holding in case they do remove our speed. And there's Orcus, who has a Wand of Death. Okay. We'll dig down this way. And we'll go to the right. All right. Potion of oil. I think Firebrand is, well, it depends. Against Pit Fiends and things like that, Frostbrand is better. I can look it up. I'm not sure about shades and skeletons. Yep, fire's better against shades. Yeah, so fire's better against shades and skeletons. So we will wield Firebrand for most of our enemies we're going to face here. Just keeping my eye out for messages about feeling slower, momentarily stiffen. It's fine. So Firebrand's not blessed. I think it will make sense to bless it for this particular level. I believe blessed weapons do more damage against shades. So we'll go ahead and bless Firebrand, which should make it easier. Here's a graveyard here. Run away, run away. We could have put on our Ring of Stealth here, but it's a small graveyard, so I'm not terribly concerned about waking all these creatures up. Potion of Speed. No, don't want that. All right. So Shade. Or do we wake up Orcus now? Or do we explore more? This is mostly going to be mimics around here. So shock resistance. Cursed oil lamp. Oh, an expensive camera. Actually, I used the expensive camera on my Monk Ascension run against the riders. It does scare them. Not sure it's worth carrying around, but I thought it was interesting that it does work against the riders. Some people will genocide mimics before this level. Oh, water teleportation is great. It's one of the things we're looking for. But they'll genocide mimics just to make these shops have more stuff. We're not actually looking for much. That wand of teleportation was a good find. All right, so I'm not seeing any messages about slowing down or anything, so I think we've avoided that. There should be more shops around here. Another shade. I think this is one here. Again, mostly mimics here. Skeleton key we have. Empty chest. What are we doing for food? 5 food rations. Don't need any. All right, let's just go eat this. So skeletons and shades are interesting that you can only find them on this level. All right. Oops. There's a zinc wand, which is the wand of death. We actually have not identified one yet. All right, so we're going to get out of line of sight. See if we can avoid. Wand of striking is great. He's got that. So hopefully Orcus will. Oh, nice. We killed him before he could use more than one charge of the Wand of Death. All right, we're ready to move on. There is an altar here if you had a need for an altar. It's a good place to BUC test your items. As a priest, you don't need that. Okay, so it's over there. We just dig down and over. It'd be neat if there were uses for iron chains. I don't think there are. It's pretty neat that it is an item. Is it an adornment? Okay. All right, and we're moving on. Okay, so there is one of the possible entrances to the Wizard's Tower. Oh, sorry, no, that is the Wizard's Tower. You can tell because of the stairs there. So we need to find the entrance to it. So we'll dig down and over to the stairs. Making sure there are short paths between areas helps later when you have the wizard after you. Lots of boulders around here. Imagining maybe giants brought them. So we can apply our tinning kit. Drop and tin the trolls, so we have to deal with it. So here's the next level down of the wizard's tower. Yes. So the fact that we can kill a Minotaur in a couple hits is definitely promising. Onward, onward. Okay. Another level of the wizard's tower here. So we're going up and over to the right. Oh, another easy level. Down we go. These are very lucky. The fact that these stairs are so close together makes a big difference. Level teleport trap. Okay. Is that a polymorph trap? No, it's a level teleport trap. Okay. Onward. Okay, so here is one of the two possible entrances to the wizard's tower. So one's going to be fake. The other one's going to have a level teleporter that will take you to the wizard's tower proper. All right. Pit. Steam vortex. Okay. Probably a blast of fire. Probably a red dragon. Do you have reflection? just a red dragon. Wanted digging, so we take that. All right, let's check this out. So that 5 there is a Kraken. So let's double check. Our robe is greased. So that's going to save us if the Kraken does try and wrap around us. So I think we'll be fine. Let us take out levitation. Take off slow digestion and put on levitation. And we'll take this Kraken out before it uses up our grease. Yeah, no problem. We'll dig in, see if I think this has the amulet. Nothing like cracking a cold one with the boys. Nice. Welcome, Meat Powers TV. Good to see you. Kraken puns never get old. So yeah, I think this is the fake entrance to the Wizard's Tower because the amulet is there. I think it's an amulet of restful sleep or something. So the other one will have the should have amulet of restful sleep. So that's the fake one. You can annotate this. Fake Wizard Tower entrance. And we'll dig over to the right and remove the levitation and wear that. Storm Giant's friendly. Bear trap. Amulet of strangulation. All right, so here's the real entrance to the Wizard's Tower. We're going to go find the vibrating square before we anger the... Oh, wanted teleportation. Teleportation is great. Yeah, we will find the vibrating square before we anger the wizard. We also want to see how many charges of our Wand of Death we have. I think my upstairs was up here. Yeah. Let's move this corpse off of there so I can see it. Real Wizard Tower. All right, so that will get us there. Looks like there is another Kraken here. So let's eat something. Glass Golem. magic missile wand. Or, no, probably not a dragon. It's a captain. Anything interesting there? Nope. All right, no problem with the Kraken. Let's go ahead and dig our way inside. So there's the portal. So we're not going to go in yet. Yeah. We'll go all the way to the bottom. So it should be level 50. Okay. I actually don't see a downstair here, which makes me think that this is where the vibrating square will be. I know there's probably ways to find it. Scrolls of gold detection while you're confused, things like that. Gold detection while confused. So we write ourselves gold detection. Is there anything important in the gnomish mines beyond the town? Yes. So small spoiler, but there's going to be a special level at the end of the gnomish mines called Mines End, and there's several different flavors of it. But one thing that's always guaranteed to be at Mines End is a luck stone. So if you haven't found a luck stone in any other way, it's a very important piece of gear. So I would usually I end up going down to Mines End for the luck stone. That said, it can be dangerous. Like when you get down past the gnomish mine town, you'll find traps of polymorph and things like that. So it can be nasty. Can we confuse ourselves? I think we can confuse ourselves by casting a spell we've forgotten. Yeah, Green Dragon and Friends is guarding it. Yeah. Yeah, the polymorph traps are dangerous for two reasons. One is because they will destroy your armor, so you'll get turned into like a gelatinous cube or something and break out of all your armor. But I think the more dangerous thing is that the gnomes or and other things will actually jump on the polymorph trap on purpose until they turn into something which is very dangerous. All right, so I need to confuse myself. I need to write gold detection. Let's get a magic marker out. Gold detection. I don't know gold detection. Oh, scroll called gold detection. So I probably have some back in my stash. but I haven't read them yet. And so what happened to me this run in the Gnomish Mine Town. Give me 1 second. I'm going to actually let my cat in. She's scratching at the door. 1 second. All right, I'm back. She might hear her meowing. She's very social. Okay. Dropping my keyboard all over the place. So, yeah, what happened to me this run is I accidentally angered the guards by killing a peaceful, I don't think it was an elf, in their sight. So I ended up taking my pet down to the polymorph traps in the Gnomish Mines. And actually, no, I think I went down in the dungeon proper. But regardless, I used the polymorph trap to turn my pet into a master lich so that she could take care of the guards for me. So it's going to take some time. Amulet of Change. Okay. And then I realized that Master Mind Flayer pets are pretty dangerous. You can't feed them, so you can't increase their tameness. So I ended up bringing it down to Mind's End and leaving it there. It was a pretty good pet while I had it. Make sure I don't miss anything here. A pet energy vortex. Actually doesn't sound like a very good pet. Bear trap. I think it's better than a shocking sphere. And this bear trap is very annoying. I'm still caught in this bear trap. About as good as a fully grown kitty. Yeah. I guess it doesn't eat things, so that's the plus side. Yeah. I really wish I had a potion, a scroll of gold detection here. It's gonna take me forever to find. My cat's trying to help by butting her head into the keyboard here. She's very friendly, but she's also very kind of annoying. She won't settle down. could go back to my stash and get a scroll of gold detection. But I feel like I'm pretty close here. I must have stepped on most of these squares here. Yeah, I should definitely just confirm here. You dig a pit. The floor here is too hard to dig in. Okay. So we are at the bottom. Just want to confirm that. I think we need to go to the right. I probably could have done something here, like marked the spaces which I've walked on. Let's tin this. Tin the troll. Must be like a fate worse than death. To be trapped in a tin. Bear traps are the most annoying thing. Most annoying trap. You do have to move these boulders. There's always some chance that the vibrating square is underneath a boulder. Tower of Flame. There's going to be like the last place we look here. Actually, by definition, it has to be, right? Because then you stop looking. Where have I not looked? I feel like I haven't looked in the bottom left, maybe. I look up here. Ah, got it. All right. Finally found it. So let's go ahead and dig a path from here to the upstairs. Fluorite stones, we can take those. And these scrolls of Create Monster we can take as well. Oh, she wants to go down. That cockatrice there is really nice to have if it drops a corpse later on, right before we go into the sanctum. That can make that whole level a lot easier to deal with. All right, so we're ready to go back up and get the Book of the Dead. It's nice that it's so close to the entrance to the Wizard's Tower is so close. So we're gonna levitate. So let me just think about, make sure we have everything we need right now. What we may not have is enough charges for a Wand of Death. I do want to identify that. So I think we're going to be writing a scroll of Identify, which takes 7 through 13 charges. So we're likely to be able to write one with this magic marker, but not 100% chance. Let's give it a try. So we're going to take out a Blessed Scroll, and we're going to apply this magic marker. No luck. So we'll try the other one. Let me look at this. We've already charged this once, so this magic marker is useless, so we can drop it. And take out one more Blessed Scroll. And we're going to write with this. Identify. All right. Anything else we want to identify here? One to fire, we can see how many charges there are there. Same for these other wands. That should do it. You can see these white gems if we're lucky. So, Blessed Scroll of Identify. So we're going to prioritize the Wand of Death, 3 charges there. The magic marker, 41 charges there. Okay. So we can write some scrolls of charging. We have 1 Blessed Scroll of charging. So we can write 1 more. And we can use that when our Wand of Death runs out of charges. Put away some of these wands here. We don't really need sleep. All right. So I think we're ready. Let's go get the Book of the Dead. All right, put on the correct ring here. Potion Confusion could be useful. Ooh. So that would be the case where, oops, I forgot to put my shield reflection back on. I think we have disintegration resistance. Is there? There's a black dragon corpse here, so let's go ahead and tin the black dragon meat, and we'll eat that just to get some disintegration resistance. I can think there's a couple crack in here. Double checking our robe is still greased. They seem like they're fairly slow, so. Brushes against your leg. All right, no problem. I think we need to dig our way in here. All right, there's an amulet reflection here. There's a ladder up here. Float up. And keep going here. There's a zoo here that's, well, let's go ahead and see what's here. Anything scary? Nothing I can see. So here's a place where I think we want to take out and wear our Ring of Stealth. Just to make our lives a little bit easier. Amnesia. So we don't have to kill everything, as long as things don't blow up, we can basically just make ourselves a path through here. There's a couple cockatrices here as well. This is green slime over there. Maybe the one nasty thing in that room. Amulet versus poison. A potion we've not identified yet. Interesting. Done with this tin of troll meat. Oh, we just stepped onto a magic trap. Orange spellbook. Scroll of Identify. We can get a couple scrolls of Identify together and bless them. Blessed Spellbook of Force Bolts. Okay. Enchant armor. I suppose we could enchant our leather gloves. I'm not even sure it's worth taking everything else off, though. For 1 AC. All right, we're going to do it. If I get hit by a blast of disintegration here, I'll be very, very unhappy. All right, so now we can read this. +1 AC. Actually, I'm gonna put my Hawaiian shirt back on. All right, up to 38. Probably a little greedy. Is that another black dragon? Yeah. I must be over here, actually. There it is. Just double checking here, but there's the Wizard of Yendor. Bunch of Kraken. His Hellhound. Go ahead and eat this tin of black dragon meat. Feel very firm, so we have disintegration resistance too. Another question. Gnome town for me was an orc town, and thus I had no priest. What is the closest second source of protection through donation? The closest guaranteed. I think you're really only guaranteed to have a priest in the Valley of the Dead. So that'd be after the castle level. If you're lucky, you can find aligned priests as sort of like as a random dungeon feature. So if you're lucky, you'll find one on the way, but I think that's the next guaranteed source of protection. Yeah, I can't think of any others. You can also, I think, buy protection from the High Priest of Moloch. Someone told me that. I've never tried it, but by that point, I think you're generally pretty well set. Yeah, but I've often used the Priest of Moloch in the Valley of the Dead for some extra points of protection. We've collected a bunch of gold here, so I think we're close actually to another level. We need 8,000. All right, so our robe is still greased. Run away, run away. I think that's because it's a graveyard. We could also use our bugle to scare away sea monsters. They don't have magic resistance, so you can pretty easily just scare them away with a bugle. All right, so we're going to open up the wall here and we'll zap the Wand of Death in there. So he picks up the spell book. We're going to zap one charge of the Wand of Death in that direction. Kill the Hellhound, kill the Wizard of Yendor. And now we're on a clock in terms of Wizard of Yendor is going to be summoning nasty things around us, and Blessed Wand of Teleportation. Nice. So that's very useful. All right, so we have all the three things we need for the ritual: Candelabrum, the Bell of Opening, and the Book of the Dead. It's under spellbooks, the Papyrus spellbook. And now we want to move pretty quickly. Get back to the vibrating square as quickly as possible. Yeah, we have to sneak our way through again. So let's put on stealth. So again, we don't want to fight our way through here at this moment. We can just basically sneak our way through. And maybe try and get a cockatrice corpse. But the Pit Fiend is awake. Okay, so let's take care of the Pit Fiend. Let's see if we can get a cockatrice corpse here. We got one. We're wearing gloves. Just always double check that you're wearing gloves. And So we have one corpse. It's won't last forever. There was one more, I think, on the vibrating square level as well. So we can get that sort of last minute. I don't have an auto pause option for. Sorry, Elven King, but you're in the wrong place. I don't have an auto pause for when the wizard appears. So I do want to take it a little bit slowly. So remove stealth. And we'll put on levitation. You just don't want to, run past the wizard and let them potentially steal your stuff. They'll steal quest artifacts. They'll steal invocation ritual things, items. All right, so we're going back to the portal. And then it's just one level down from here to the vibrating square. Still levitating. That wouldn't be good. The wizard stealing your stuff. Yeah, it's really annoying. That's why you want to kill him as quickly as possible. So there's some chance we can use a Wand of Death charge against the High Priest as well. No corpse there. No corpse there. But the High Priest of Moloch is sometimes generated with a Cloak of Magic resistance, in which case they're immune. All right. So, invocation ritual. I always have to look up the order here. So first we light the candelabrum. Then we will ring the bell. And then we'll read the Book of the Dead. You begin to recite the runes. You turn the pages of the Book of the Dead. The floor shakes violently under you. The walls around you begin to bend and crumble. You're standing at the top of a stairway leading down. All right. So, down we go. You descend the stairs. And here we are in the High Priest's sanctum. We have a cockatrice corpse. We'll see if it lasts until we get to the High Priest. There is a graveyard here, so I think, again, we are putting on stealth. And we want to sort of make the most of our cockatrice corpse here, so I'm going to try and move quickly through here. Let me just see where the secret door is. 1 second. It's just one up here. The High Priest of Moloch can be really nasty. So here's summon nasties. There's a Mind Flare there, which is a little worrisome. We're greased. Okay. So we do want to kill that Mind Flare as quickly as possible. So this is one of the things which the wizard will do to make your life more difficult. They'll cast a Summon Nasty spell and surround you with a bunch of, you see. So I want to kill the Mind Flare as quickly as possible before the grease wears off. I don't think I want to use the Wand of Death on it. That's basically the only thing I'm worried about. I could genocide mind flayers as well. I already genocided master mind flayers. Anything was going to grab me. Okay. Mind Flayer is still over there. I'm blind, which is kind of helpful. Fog Cloud. All right, there's the Mind Flayer in melee. So we need to kill this thing as quickly as possible. Mind Flayer hits, misses, misses, misses. All right, we killed it. All right. Destroy the Vampire Lord. Let's kill this Iron Golem. We do need to get out of here again, so it makes sense to kill all these things so that they aren't in our way. We have stealth on. Let's eat before we go. Take out another food ration. We'll eat it. Oh, no. No. Let's eat the food ration, not the cockatrice corpse, please. And we will go to the graveyard. So I think we don't bother with the rooms up that direction. And we go to the south here and make our way straight toward the High Priest of Moloch. We're not going to kill everything. We're just going to carve ourselves a path through. What was that? Vampire bat bites the gnome zombie. Okay. Interesting. All right, so we'll try and carve our way, carve a path through the undead here. We could try and get a wraith corpse, but it is unlikely. Wand of digging. So let's go ahead and just move through. And go south here. So now we're in the place where there's a bunch of priests here. So they're a little bit tough. We do have this cockatrice corpse still. We're wearing gloves. We just want to make sure we don't fall in a pit. So we're just not going to move while we're wielding it. In any place we know there might be a trap. I really want to get to the High Priest. Because I think the High Priest is going to be the most difficult of the battles here. The ants we don't care about. We have a wand of secret door detection, which is what we'll want to find the door into the temple. Yeah, so again, I think a couple things here. One, let's take out conflict. And let's take off stealth and we'll put conflict on. That should distract everybody and make this area a lot easier. And now we're going to move toward the temple, and we'll use our wand of secret door detection to try and find the secret door here. Not there. So we'll go down to the south here. Again. There it is. Okay, so we found the door. Double checking here. We have a cockatrice corpse still. It hasn't disintegrated yet. I think we go into the trap here. Just walk around these priests. Kind of glad the create monster scrolls are being destroyed. I only pick them up so that I want that one to fire out, kind of. I guess I don't really care. Okay, here we are. All of our create monster scrolls have burned, so we don't have to carry them around. And all right, we're moving in here. The High Priestess intones, "Infidel, you've entered Moloch's sanctum, be gone." All right, so Priest of Moloch is coming towards us. Here's where we double check that we have gloves, and we wield the cockatrice corpse, and we are going to bash the High Priestess with the cockatrice corpse, slowing down, turns to stone. And then we no longer wield that. We're going to pick up the Amulet of Yendor. We're going to name it, call a particular object in the inventory. We're going to call it real, just in case it gets lost. All right, time to escape. What is this? That's a priest or something? Oh, that's the statue of the High Priest. All right, we're moving our way out. Conflict is going to cover escape. Priest Moloch is did some damage to us. We're down 40 hit points. They're definitely no joke. But with all the confusion, all the ants and giant beetles they've summoned, and the conflict happening, we can basically just escape. And we're going to remove conflict. We're going to put on stealth, so we can sneak out of here. Looks like maybe a lot of things woke up due to conflict, maybe. So we may just have to fight our way out of here, unfortunately. Oh, you know what it was? A while back, there was someone cast a spell. So one of the priests cast a detect monster spell, or whatever the equivalent is for monsters for priests to cast. So they all know I was here because of that spell they cast. So we got to fight our way out. I don't love getting surrounded by level draining creatures. So I don't want to step in there between two wraiths. Oh, I forgot to turn the candelabrum off. You should probably turn your candelabrum off after you use it because it's a pretty good light source. It's better actually than the magic lamp I have. No, no more cockatrice corpse. Yeah, so now we're surrounded by wraiths. You know what we could do? We could potentially turn undead. It's not as good as, in my opinion, as a lawful priest's turn undead. Because that will actually destroy a lot of creatures, where the chaotic priest's turn undead will make them peaceful. So they're still in your way. All right, what was that? A horn devil appears in a cloud of smoke. Okay. I guess we should put conflict back on here. Seeing as they're already all woken up, might as well have them be fighting each other. And I think there's no one here. All right, so we're ready to move on. What's this, 5? Oh, it's a mastodon. Okay. And we're ready to move on. Trying to escape here. So we can take off conflict just to save our nutrition. And we have 2 charges left in our Wand of Death. Let's put on levitation here. And we will go back up. So now we have clairvoyance from the amulet of Yendor. So periodically it's going to show us what's around us. So we'll see, we're chaotic, so we actually don't get affected by the mysterious force as much as we would if we were lawful. So we'll see how many times we get knocked back down. Let's put our lamp on. Oop, where am I? How did I get over here? Oh, that was a mysterious force, okay. So the first time for mysterious force. Probably should remove levitation and put on slow digestion. One thing that the amulet will do, I think, is make you hungry faster. All right. 43. 42. Peaceful creatures, when you're trying to escape, get in the way a lot. All right, back to 43. The mysterious force again. dig our way over here. All right, 41. Back to 42. So we are getting hit by the mysterious force a good deal here. How far are we? We're pretty far, actually. I think we go up and dig our way over. A black glow. Okay. So that's another thing that the wizard does, is it will curse things in your inventory. So cursed the Amulet Yendor. I don't think that matters. Rust Monster dissolved the grease on my robe. So before we deal with sea monsters again, we'll want to reapply that. All right, 43. So mysterious force again. We're getting pretty unlucky. I don't know what the expected rate of mysterious force is, but I hear it's supposed to be not as bad as a chaotic character, and this is definitely worse than I think the last time we did an ascension run. This is level 42 again. Finally, get to 41. All right. 40. You can see that the clairvoyance found all those boulders around me. A mysterious force again. Didn't put us too far away, though. We just need to dig a couple holes in this direction. $41 again. Yeah, we're definitely... Oh, 42. I think they've... in 3.7, I believe, they've nerfed... Oop. Oh, man. I lost a level. Okay, back to 20, okay. I've been doing this thing where I name the Nazgul rings. I've not found all 9. I'm not likely to find all 9 unless I really went out of my way to find them. But let's look this up. The rings of power. We're looking for the 9 rings of man. I had this page up at some point. All right, I think I just found it. All right, so we'll call this one the cruel one. So we got 2. See how many we collect before we... I think we're going to have to dig up here. Getting a little lucky with the wizard not appearing, though. I should probably not say that out loud. Mysterious force again. And we're pretty far. Malignant hour. Say cursed star, ring of levitation. We're going to want to uncurse that for sure. We don't need it right now, but we'll want it before the plane of fire and the plane of air, for instance. Oh, my boots were not fireproof. Huh. All the way back to 43 again. Now we're to 44. Yes, I don't know what exactly how they're going to nerf the Mysterious Force. Whether it's going to not happen as much, or... But definitely looking forward to that. It's one of the more annoying things about the end game. Potion of full healing. Actually pretty useful. We'll want that probably for the astral plane. Ugh, man, we're all the way back to 45. This has never happened to me. I mean, maybe it has, but in the last couple of runs, I do not remember this being the case. It definitely was not this bad. All right, can we make our way up? No, we can't. It's like every time we try and go, we go one level further down. It's okay. It's just time. And charges of our Wand of Death eventually. So 44. Okay, no, it's still 44. Dang, I found a vault, solved Sokoban, and 2 leprechaun halls, and barely anything to spend the money on. Yeah, that's rough. The not having an easy way to get protection definitely hurts. Particularly, I mean, depending on your class, but if you're a monk or a wizard or something, then that AC can be really important. Sorry, Great Elf. I need to get past you. These peaceful creatures that get in your way. Okay, Queenie, get to level 40. Vaguely nervous is a message that appears when you avoid anything nasty happening. Due to the wizard. So 39. This is about as good as we've gotten so far. 38. Definitely, that's the best we've done so far. Oh, a Chickatray's corpse. Nice. Double checking. We have leather gloves on. We'll hold into that. It could be useful if we can hold on to it for a while. It'll probably rot before we get a chance to use it. All right, can we get to 37? Yes. All right, so the right middle is Vlad, so we want to go up there. So let's go to, can we get to 36? Yes. Vaguely nervous, so I'm not getting punished by the wizard. Getting a little lucky on that. Mysterious Force, but didn't put us very far. Again, Mysterious Force, but we're on the same level. Can we get to 35? Nope. Still burning our boots some more. If I find another, hey Shadow Rider, thanks. I appreciate you stopping by. If we can, if the Mysterious Force can stop knocking us back down, then we'll be doing pretty well. 34. Here we are. Black Glow, Malignant Aura. So let's see what they have cursed. So our Wand of Speed monster is cursed. I don't think that matters almost at all. Pathfinding's not going to work here. We're going to have to walk through the magic trap. Scroll of Food Detection is not terribly useful. Yeah, finding monsters with a potion of gain level and they always drink it. Yeah, for sure. That always feels bad. 32. Cursed wands have a small chance of exploding. So I think it's like 1% or something. It's really not a very big chance. But it can do 20 points of damage. So if you have less than 20 hit points, or if it's a wand that you can't afford to lose, then it's worth uncursing. But otherwise, you can just use it. I've definitely died to an exploding wand before, though. So that can happen. On to cold. Okay. Minotaur. Yeah. I don't think we need another wand of digging. I'll pick it up, but vaguely nervous. Okay. Can we get to 30? No. Engraving with it has the same effect with no risk of exploding if cursed. Nice. So you could, if it's a wand of wishing or something, or going to be super safe about it, you can engrave with it instead of zapping it. All right, can we get to 30? Yes. Okay. 29. Yep. All right, here we are at Jubilex's level. We do need to put the levitation on here. Wish I had, I guess we'll read this. So now we can put on levitation and we'll go. Get away from that green pudding. Nothing really interesting there. A Minotaur. Where's the staircase? Oh, there it is. We get to 28. We can. Get a little bit lucky here with the Mysterious Force. I'll take it. $26. And here we are at the Valley of the Dead. This would be really nice to have a potion of gain level here, cursed one. We don't have one though, as far as I know. So we have to walk our way out of here. Oh, there's the wizard. I just walked by it, so I have to be a little bit careful. I don't have an auto pause for when the wizard appears. Stole my my helmet. Killed it. All right. So there's my Mitre of Holiness. To wear that. Let's eat something. We still have the amulet. Wearing everything. So let's move on. Oh man. Should have levitated over that. Okay, so we're level 20. So we should be able to get out 8,000 gold. And get another point of protection. So we'll see if this works. We should go from 37 to 38. We do. All right, so we got another point of protection. So now we have 6 points of protection. I believe the Mysterious Force stops working after you get out of Gehenna. So that is good. I should charge it, yeah. I have... Oh, you're right. Yep. Good call. All right, so we're up to 8 charges. Nice. That should take care of the wizard for a while. I'm just picking up that scroll so no one reads it in front of me. We're back up to the castle here, hopefully. Yep, back to the castle. We can levitate. Levitate our way out of here. I haven't cleared the moat, so I guess I will go this way. There is a slight danger in crossing the drawbridge. What's this? A keyrin. Monsters. Okay. So the keyring can summon things. That's very annoying. She did not know that keyrins had the ability to summon. Maybe we just leave it. There's a K ration. We have plenty of those. We're just gonna run here. So okay, again, walking away from Rodney there. All right, killed it. Double checking. Still have the amulet. Here's a point where there is like instant death if someone like zaps a wand of striking while you're here. All right, we made it. And remove levitation. We'll put back on slow digestion, and we're making our way back. Okay, back to Medusa's Island. No more mysterious force to worry about here. So just to worry about Rodney. That's a peaceful elf lord, okay. Elf lords and elf kings look a lot like Rodney himself, so just stop and make sure he hasn't reappeared. Vaguely nervous, okay. So that's an Elven King. But you could definitely waste a charge of your Wand of Death on an Elven King if you don't check. Here's a large room. Here's the polymorph trap. which we use to turn our pet into a master lich. All right, almost back to the stash. Scout. All right, so here's our stash. We're gonna go deal with our inventory here. All right. I don't think we take gold with us. We don't need a mummy wrapping anymore. We're going to swap out our food for K rations. I'm not sure the scrolls of Scare Monster work in the astral plane. It's a good question. I think they might still in 3.6. We want the scroll of charging. We want to identify some stuff. Basically, the charges on our wands. We don't need the spellbook of magic mapping anymore. I guess we identify this magenta potion. Confusion somewhat useful. Paralysis is actually could be useful. I think paralysis works against the riders. I don't think we need 5 potions of unholy water. In fact, I think we're going to do confused gold detection to find the portals on the plane. So I don't think we need curse to curse anything. Oh, curse genocide maybe. Let's get rid of a few of those. Wands of digging. Probably need 1 or 2 of those. We want fire. We want teleportation. I don't think we need cold at all. I think we can probably get rid of cold. The bugle is useful. Grease is useful. Magic whistle I think we can probably get rid of, but I think I'll hang on to it for now. I'll take out these white gems just in case I get a full identify. Cannot accommodate anymore. Okay. What can we put away? Put away the gold. I think I'll hang on to the amulet of reflection just in case I lose my shield somehow. Putting away the mummy wrapping, we don't need that anymore. Food rations we don't need. I think we're getting rid of the tripe ration. We're not going to try and get a pet. Walking back up the dungeon makes me relive the game a little bit. Yeah. You remember this run, the priest run? I've been playing this for a while. But same for me, yeah. I remember some of it. The polymorph trap where we changed our cat into a master lich to kill the guards. All right, get rid of this create monster. Get rid of the spellbook of magic mapping. Get rid of 1 of these blessed tiger eye rings. Stealth we probably don't need anymore. We're not going to get to any more zoos or graveyards, so stealth is no longer useful. Cancellation's probably not useful. I think I'll hang on to it just in case we want to cancel something. Death we want. Digging we're going to want. Secret door detection we no longer need. Sleep we don't really need. Slow monster we don't want. Speed monster we don't want that either. Maybe I'll zap myself with that just once in case somehow I lost my speed without knowing it. Pickaxe we can get rid of. I mean, yeah, we don't need it. We need the skeleton key. Tinny kit could still be useful against trolls. Towel is useful. All right. What else are we taking out here? We want a potion of holy water. We want as many wands as we can identify. And these white gems if I can get them out. All right. So we're dipping the scroll of identify into holy water. Let's see if we get a full identify here. Nope. All right, so most importantly, we want to know like how many charges we have. I'm sort of curious what this ring is. I don't think there's anything it could be that we need. So maybe I should just forget about it. Teleport control or something. Won't waste it. Instead, let's find out how many charges we have on these wands of teleportation, which is a useful thing to know. And the wands of digging we're going to use in the plane of Earth and then probably get rid of. I guess we'll see what this tiger eye ring is. Increase accuracy. Okay. Wands. All right. Getting rid of or putting away teleportation. Wand of fire and all these wands of digging can all go in the bag. And we will zap ourselves with this wand of speed monster. It doesn't do anything because we're already fast. And we're putting away increased accuracy we don't care about. Speed monster we don't care about. Yeah. So what are we taking with us? We need the amulet of magical breathing. We don't need it, but it's nice to have. Don't need any of these weapons. We could take Grace Wandir. I mean, if we can carry it without getting burdened, it's points. So might as well carry it if we can. Slippery cloak. That could definitely be useful in the plane of water. Okay, what do we want for food? Lembas wafers are probably the best, followed by lumps of royal jelly, followed by K rations. So I think we have too much food. We'll definitely end up dropping some of that. Thanks, Meat Powers TV. Thanks for stopping by. I think I will probably enter the plains and then call it a night as well. So if you can catch us next time, you can actually see the ascension. Just looking at the time, I probably don't want to push on and try and ascend tonight, but I'll move that to the next stream. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and hope I see you next time. So you have 1 gold detection. We're gonna want 3 more. Probably end up having to write those. We'll take that. We'll take remove curse. Probably don't need so many. Don't want any spell books. Booze is good to confuse ourselves with. Confusion we can confuse ourselves with. We have a lot of holy water. There's more digging here. I actually take a couple more digging wands that have been identified. Here's a teleportation wand we can take. 'Cause think we need any of that. We do have an expensive camera. I mean, probably won't need it. And then we'll take as many valuable stones as we can, just for points. They don't weigh very much. Blasted by Grace Wondir. All right, we'll put everything in. So magical breathing, reflection. I don't think Grace Wondir will go into the bag. We can try. Slippery cloak can go away. Let's put the Limbus wafers away. I'm going to put like, I don't know, 7 K rations in the bag. Probably get rid of the rest. We'll put the lumps of Rolo jelly in the bag. The scrolls can go in there. And our potions. And wands of digging. And wand of teleportation. Expensive camera. And these stones. All right. Let's put the K rations away and take out everything else which I want to bring with me. Let's see here. Right, just take some stones with me. So I don't have is a oilskin sack, which I usually like to have in the plane of water. I'm not going to wish for it. I could grease my bag too, although it won't last forever. So a decent amount of food. Could take a few more, I guess. We need more gold detection scrolls, which we can write. We can bless the remove curse scrolls. We could probably do the scrolls of scare monster as well. We'll use up this holy water first. All right, so we have plenty of remove curse and scare monster scrolls. I'm not going to worry about the fact that our speed boots are burnt. Conflict, free action, levitation, slow digestion. Decent amount of teleportation. Tuning kit, towel. So we need more gold detection. Let's go ahead and take care of that, so we're not dealing with that later. They don't need to be blessed, so let's take out 3 scrolls of blank paper, and we'll start writing. Oh, right, I couldn't write it because I haven't read it yet, which is annoying. I guess I can write it on the planes after I read the first one. I guess it doesn't matter that much if I do it here or in the planes of Earth. The scroll of charging from a magic marker. Don't know what this magenta potion is. Not really missing much. Way too many wands of digging, but I can drop a bunch of those after I go through the plane of Earth. I have 2/3 charges left on my wand of wishing. I could use one for a oilskin sack before I get to the plane of water. I could also use one for another magic marker, which is going to be useful. A blessed scroll of genocide will make the plane of water a lot easier. Almost have enough gold for another level of protection. Not that we need it. Take another few K rations just in case. Scrolls of Earth are interesting. You can use them to make choke points. I think with conflict we don't need it. Some holy water we could take. I mean, if it doesn't burden us. Might as well. No, we don't have probing, I don't think, right? Oh, we have a cursed wand of probing. There's like a case where that's useful. For you can probe the priest at the altar to find out if it's the aligned altar or not without having to walk into that room. I've done it successfully once, and then other times I've tried to do it and it hasn't been useful. We can uncurse this just because we have so much holy water. So I think we're ready to go. Again, I think the one thing we don't have that would be nice to have, but certainly not necessary, is an oilskin sack to put our bag of holding in to protect our inventory from damage on the plane of water. So our scrolls and our potions. The bugle is useful. I mean, with our wishes, I mean, we can get stuff that we decide we actually need on the way out, or scroll of enchant weapon. We don't need that. All right, here we are. We have the Amulet of Yendor named Real. We have the Book of the Dead, Ring of Conflict, Ring of Levitation. 7 charges left in the Wand of Death. We have a bunch of Wands of Digging. I think we're pretty much ready to go here. magical breathing, 1 gold detection. We're gonna have to write more of them after we read it. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and let's go, and then I'm gonna save. Beware, there will be no return, still climb. Yes. Well done, mortal, but now thou must face the final test. Prove thyself worthy or perish. A voice booms out. So thou thought thou couldst kill me, fool. So one of these two is an elven king. This one is a wizard here. So we're gonna zap him with Wand of Death again. I killed him. Orange spellbook. Who knows what that is? You know, we could it could definitely ascend tonight, but just given the time and wanting to really give it some attention, I think I'm going to wait till next time to do that. So I'm going to save here, and appreciate everyone spending some time with me. And next time that I stream, we'll be ascending this character, hopefully. So have a good night, and let me just double check if there's anyone who's streaming roguelikes or Nethack that we could potentially raid. Let's see who I follow here. Would like to send some traffic someone's way. If there's anyone who is streaming a roguelike. Looks like nobody I'm following is currently online, so I'm just going to end here. So thanks again, and hopefully I'll see you next time.